Welcome back, everybody, to the Purdue Dynasty here in episode number 2. We're going to take on FCS Midwest here today, so hopefully we can get some backups in. We can dominate. We'll see. I mean, I know last year they had some issues with some FCS games. We'll see if that carries over this year. But also, thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. There will be, obviously, more episodes coming soon. Probably next week. I am vacation right now. This is about all I can bust out. So just wait a week. But thank you for all the support. Thank you, everybody that is new here. Plenty of more college football dynasty yet to come. But you can see the schedule coming up. USC, Notre Dame. So, obviously, a FCS team. This has got to be a must-win for sure. But let's get into more recruiting. We have Edward Quinn, the 3-star quarterback. We have a good lead right now on LSU, which is interesting. But we'll probably go by, I was thinking about possibly going through position to position or even looking at the top 5 right now. So we have 4 guys in the top 5 at the moment. Stevens, DeBose, Roth, and Reeves. We'll try to work on them. And obviously, Tommy Stevens, he's going to be our top guy we're going to go after. A 4-star wide receiver. If we can snag him somehow here, that would be an absolute win because I don't know how this first season is going to go. With the hours very limited. There is not much going on for recruiting. It's going to be tough, but I like it that way. That's how it should be. I think it should be tough to build up this school. Like I said, Purdue, Big Ten school, get it. You're still going to get some guys that want to come there, but they're bottom of the barrel when it comes to the Big Ten, so it shouldn't be easy. But you can see Tyree DeBose, more of a pass blocker. Don't really have any motivations yet on him, but we'll offer him scholarship. Let's just do DM the player. That puts him up. You have Roth, also in Kentucky right there. Let's see, maybe finish scouting off as well. Since he's in the top 5, he is a gem. So Grant Roth, you can see 81 tackle, 83 speed, Mike linebacker, 86 acceleration. So yeah, I'm thinking possibly, let's go maybe contact friends and family with him. That'll give up 25 hours. We only have 165 hours left, so it's going to be a little bit tough. But with the gem, I'm more concerned about possibly going after him. Anthony Reeves, cornerback. At a Shreveport, Louisiana. Not going to finish scouting. I don't think we're going to finish that off. We'll just leave that as is. All right, let's go back possibly to... You could do it by position, but I think we'll just go from there. Ben Washington, we have a solid lead. Edward Quinn, pretty solid lead at the moment. But Washington, to me, looks like a better prospect. I think we can take off friends and family at the moment. Go DM the player. That'll save us some hours because we got a really solid lead there. Wimfor, like I said, I think to me the D is silent there. But let's we keep it there. At least he has a couple abilities. Do you want to add a little more? 4-star running back, try to bring him in. Leave Moma there. Ramesh, we got a lead, good lead, but that'll get us into the top 8. It's really tough. When you only have 170 hours, you got to be really, really careful with what you're doing here, especially right now when we have 34 targets on the board. So we're going to have to really think about dwindling this down and getting down to the necessary guys. Maybe cutting this almost in half, maybe get like 17 targets to try to cut it down. And even if we don't feel all the needs here through recruiting, we're really going to have to possibly hit the portal, which is going to be a big thing this year. So I know last year, a lot of portal players, maybe you get like 3 or 4 guys that are sort of interested in your school with portals, in the portal. But this year, it is going to be a lot. So, speaking of this Purdue roster reality, it is a heavy, heavy portal roster. So I think that's the one thing we'll have to learn as well, is just see how the portal goes. This is going to be a learning curve a little bit this year with, how they've done it, because normally you just get maybe 23, 24 recruits out of a season and go from there. But now, we really might have to hone in this recruiting process, especially with the less hours we have. We're going to have to really hone in and go for specific guys and, get through the scouting. You almost have to kind of waste a few weeks just going through scouting and see who you really want on your board. Because I don't know if I want guys on my board for like 4 weeks and I don't even have them fully scouted yet. You can look for certain things and stuff looks good and maybe the motivations really match up, but it is definitely a tough test for sure. And I like it, like I said, I like it this way. This is how it should be. I shouldn't be able to build this Purdue squad up in, even 2-3 years from now. It should be still a tough test, gradually getting better. But if we can get some 4-star guys, Damian Wells, not bad. And some of these 3-stars look pretty solid too, but I think they have definitely lowered it down a little bit. I know some 3-stars last year were very, very good, but now it seems like they're a 3-star for a reason, which definitely matches up. So, it's finally back, obviously, college football from last year, but it's always fantastic to see the improvements. Hopefully Madden's even good this year too. We'll see. Ryan Ellington, left edge. Let's take off social media. Let's go DM the player. Looks very solid. You got Missouri and I believe Illinois there as well. So we'll move on. We looked at Reeves. We looked at Roth. You got Huey, Marquez. We only have, we're done. We're tapped out for this week. But that'll do it this week for recruiting. So now it's time for game time. Night game. And can we protect the home turf against an FCS team? I really hope so. I mean, we struggled in the first half against Ball State. But this shouldn't be a team that we really struggle with at all. You can see the stands they're like half filled. All right, that is our extra motivation for the weeks and the seasons to come to fill this stadium, get it to max capacity, take on Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, in a packed house for some big games. But here we go as we get into week number 2, taking on FCS Midwest, and we'll see how we do. All right, they will receive the ball first, and here we go. 2nd and 7. They're going to dump the ball underneath it to the running back in the flat, and that will pick up a first down. And they got some tempo rolling here. They are fast on the ball, getting that play out, and that is not going to work this time. Defenders all over it. We are all over it. We should have the speed, better athleticism as well. The jet touch pass goes nowhere, but once again, they are on the ball right away. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, looking, we just can't come up with him, and he makes a great throw. Nobody behind there. Should have definitely had a sack there. Cannot believe we missed him. So they are moving the ball here. 2nd and 2, up the middle. That's going to be enough for a first down. So a great first drive here. Not looking good for our defense. 2nd and 9, quick throw, RPO to the tight end. Another missed tackle. Come on. We can't miss these tackles. Not against the caliber of a team like this. They hand the ball off. Cuts it up. Another missed tackle. And he's got to reach in for the touchdown. Are you kidding me? First drive, FCS Midwest goes down the field. Complete breakdown defensively. We can't make tackles. And they have a 7-0 lead. Wow, okay, that is a bit of a shocker right now. We do not want an upset as Maccabee. Great week 101, 3 touchdowns, has the run there, but a 3rd and 6. We're going up top. Receiver is there, and he can't hang on to the ball. It is incomplete. He had a step. It was a good throw. 3 and out. We punt, and we give it back to this offense, and you have a guy open. Man, that is a nice route there. Slant, just carries it. You need good protection. He does. Makes the throw. And they are on the move once again as we bring the heat this time, and he will not get anything away. That is a sack. All right, 3rd down and 11, back to the 35-yard line. Can we get a stop? And we will, because they're going to run the ball. And Nunnally is completely all over it. Absolutely going nowhere. Force the punt. Really good field position. Offense has to get going. Here's around the edge is Maccabee getting through the blocks. Makes a spin move. And he's up to, let's see if they give him the 40. They'll give him the 41-yard line. Nice run there. First down. I mean, our offensive line should be able to dominate them. 2nd and 8. Pressure, and he's going to go down. That is going to, I didn't know if we got a yard or not, but no, it counts as a sack. So 3rd down and 9. And they will not blitz. We have an open man. That's a perfect throw. Gets down to around the 5-yard line. Big first down on 3rd down and 9. We'll absolutely take it. See if we can tie this ball game up. 2nd and goal. Hand the ball off. Where was the blocking that time? Absolutely nowhere. Crable Jr. making the stop. And a 3rd and goal. This time it's a 6-man rush over the middle. Receiver can't hang on to a ball. Not the greatest throw there. Could have let him a little bit more. So we're just going to have to settle for 3. And the kick is up, and it is good. So we are on the board 7-3, but this is not what we want to see at all. This is FCS Midwest. I don't want to be even close to be trailing at halftime. We got to step this game up. We'll bring the heat. He gets off the sack, makes the throw down the field, and that's a first down. Can we tackle in this game? Because right now it's not looking like it. They're going to hand this ball off, and he's got open running room. Unbelievable what is happening here right now. They just dominated that first quarter. Absolutely dominated as we head into the second quarter. RPO again. Missed tackle. Another missed tackle. Just falling at the feet of the receiver, and he's up for a first down, and they're up to the 23-yard line. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know if you saw the interior there. Their guard just absolutely just obliterated our defensive tackle. We'll bring the heat this time on 3rd and goal, so they will not convert for a touchdown as their quarterback Dilworth goes down. So they settle for 3. It's still a 7-point game, but we have to really shore up defensively. And same thing with offensively. We got to get stuff going. That's a first down there to Nitro Tuggle, but we really have to get going here. I mean, only scoring 3 points or possibly 10 if we get a touchdown here before half, to me, is a disappointing half. 1st and 10. Gonna run out of time, and he can't get the ball off. At least throw away. Friday Smith, what a name. And that is a big-time sack. 3rd and 19. Look out again. Just going to fling it up there. That's going to be out of bounds. What is going on? I mean, their quarterback's 12 for 12. He hasn't missed. This is insane right now. What is happening? And you know what I'm thinking about doing possibly? Just bringing blitz every time. I don't know why we shouldn't, and that's what we're going to do. We're just going to bring the heat almost every play, see if their offensive line can tell which guys are coming, who's going to be there, because if we just straight up rush 4 and drop 7 back there, even playing man or zone, we're getting just destroyed. And we're getting destroyed in our offensive line. Outside, there's Tuggle again for the grab, short of the first down, but I didn't think we would ever have to really get rid of the ball quickly. I mean, look at this. Around the edge, that's a sack. Left tackle, for some reason, tried to help the guard. But we're going to go for it here on 4th and 13. This is a risky call. We're going to lob it up, and that's going to be caught. Great catch there. First down, move the chains. We have to be aggressive now. We have to. We need a touchdown to at least tie this game before halftime. Brown, that's the protection you want to see. Great job by the offensive line that time. Enough to find his receiver, first down. And actually, they will call a timeout. 2nd and goal. They're all over the run, too. 10 for 22 so far in this first half for Mockabee. It's just been nowhere. 3rd and goal. Over the middle. This time we got it. Nitro Tuggle in the slant. He's got the touchdown. We're going to tie this ball game up. About freaking time that this offense does something. The offensive line steps up a little bit. And we're going to tie this ball game up here at 10 apiece. Tuggle in. He's been the solid receiver so far, and that will take us to halftime. But if you would have told me we're going into halftime, 10-10, we have 3 rush yards, and they are beating us in time of possession. Right now, this feels like a major loss compared to if we could pull out a victory. We got to dominate this second half. Get something rolling. Play action to start off. Rolling is Ryan Brown. Fires this one to Tuggle, who's got it. And he's going to stay in bounds, and he's gone for the touchdown. That's how you start out a second half against an FCS team. That's what we want to see. Plays like that for most of the game. I was hoping this game was going to be starters in for the first half, have a solid lead, get the backups in, see what they can do as well, and just carry it on. But we're in a game, so let's see what this defense can do. We'll make the stop there, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 5. I'd like to create a turnover. 3rd and 5, pressure is there. Nunnally gets through once again with the sack. He should be cleaning up in this game. Second sack, I believe, for him. And that'll force a punt. He just got right through. That's what you... Yeah, just throw the tackle off. Get to the quarterback. Now we have a chance to really up the lead as they bring the blitz perfectly. Bring more than we have blockers, and they get a 3 and out. So our offense couldn't get anything there. Back to the defense side of we go, and that's another sack. Now we're starting to dominate their offensive line. This is what you want to see. Even with a 4-man rush, we're dominating their O-line. Getting through once again. Bring him down again. Another sack. 6 so far of this game. And we should be dominating their offensive line. Now can we up the lead even more as Maccabee with the carry picks up around 11. Best, just about one of the best runs of the game. But a 3rd and 13. Have a man underneath. That's going to be caught. Tight end down just short of the first down. But I say we go for this here instead of kicking the field goal. We need a good push from this offensive line. Maccabee in the backfield. We'll hand him the ball. Cuts it up. But he's going to be stuffed. And we can't get through. Randy Crable Jr. makes the stop. So now the momentum swings right back to FCS Midwest. And they get a first down. 2nd and 7, 4:38 left here in this third quarter. There you go. Nice run stop. We'll bring the heat again. And they will hurry this up, get the tempo going just like they did in the first half. 3rd down and 9, getting the sideline signals, getting the play in. And they're going to go quickly on the slant. There's nobody back there. And a huge gain all the way down to the 23-yard line. Puts Tryon over 100 yards. Just a perfect play with the blitz. And that is a reception. That's another first down. They're down to the 13 as they are trying to tie this ball game up. This is not what I expected at all, but we're in a game. We got to win. Do everything you can to get a victory. If we lose this game, I don't know what that says about the program. It's not good. 1st and 10. There you go. 3 defenders on them to bring him down. Going nowhere. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here comes the heat. Another sack. That knocks them all the way back to the 20. 3rd and 17 now. We're not stopping. We're bringing the blitz. The throw all flying incomplete. It was a risky call, obviously, so that'll set up a field goal attempt. And the kick just squeaks in there, and it is good. As this Rebels team makes this 17-13. Honestly, I've thought about I mean, that's terrible. We've been sacked 4 times by this scrub defensive line, which is not, I mean, I guess it's not scrubs because they're just demolishing us, and that should have been called on 3rd down, not helping out your quarterback who made a great throw after being hit. Incomplete. And now they have a chance here with 40 seconds left. That's a really good run. Cuts it up. First down, and they have a chance going into the 4th quarter to take a lead. That RPO has been working for them. We got to be able to defend that. There's just nobody out there. Nobody is out there at all. We head into the 4th quarter. It is 17-13. This FCS Midwest Rebel team driving. That is going to be incomplete as Harkless will be able to return with back spasms. 3rd down and 2. This could be 4-down territory. As we break the blitz around the edge, it's ball's loose. Nunnally's going to pick it up. There's nobody in front of them. The defense makes maybe a game-winning play. Finally, thank you. It is about time. And we'll get this up to a 2-score lead. 24-13, 9:47 left. We'll bring the heat again. That is Chad Brown, his 3rd sack of the game. We've been bringing so many nickel blitzes. It's insane. I mean, just keep running it. Just keep running it. It's working. Another sack there. 3rd and 23 now. Bring the heat again. He dumps it off so quickly. And we're all over at that time. We will probably force a punt, I believe. We will. And we have really good field position here. Waste a little clock, get another score on the board, and put this game away. As around the edge is Maccabee, and he's got the first down. So continue to let that clock roll. 5:36 left. Over the middle, caught. That's going to be a touchdown. Now Michael Jackson III for the TD. Hopefully puts this game away. Finally. I mean, this game should have never been even this close. It's absolutely ridiculous. But a great throw from Ryan Brown, who's actually been very good today. He's been really good. He's making some great throws. I've really liked what I've seen from him here the first two games. And we're going to need really good quarterback play with this schedule coming up. I mean, you got, like I said, you have USC and Notre Dame before you hit that bye week, and then Illinois after that. So this schedule the next 3 games is ridiculous. Ball is loose again. We're going to recover again. Was that Nunnally who forced it? Harkless picks it up. I think it was. I think he got right through there. The sack, forced fumble. And now let's see if we can really put this one away. Hand this one to Maccabee and continues to dig forward there. Picks up 7 down to the 5. 3rd down and inches. And Malachi Thomas will take this. He'll pick up the first down just short. And, you know, we'll keep him in the backfield here in 1st and goal. And he can walk in for the touchdown. Really put this game away here. Dominated this 4th quarter. Really stood up here in this 4th just to take over. 38-13, looking a lot better now with 2 minutes left in this game. Really would love an interception. I would love to get maybe a pick 6. But instead, they're going to hit a big pass down the field for a touchdown. Wow, 73-yard touchdown. And I don't know, they might decide to onside kick now with 1:48 left. I can't believe we just allowed that. Onside kick, bounces away. Somebody please recover that. Please recover that finally. Oh, jeez. If we wouldn't have recovered that, I would have went nuts. Honestly, playing this game kind of was going nuts anyway. That run right there will finish it off. Nice run there by Malachi Thomas. And that'll do it. We will come out of here with a victory, 38-20. Not a pretty one. I mean, we're in a game in the 4th quarter with an FCS team. That should tell you all you need to know about the state of the program right now. Shouldn't be in a game, but we were. We should have dominated. Should have been domination. But Brown 10-20, 3 touchdowns. A lot of throws that weren't helped out, dropped by receivers, getting hit. You know, I think he played a very, very good game. We just could not run the ball. You can see we had 4 drops on the day. I don't know. Our offensive line was awful. Getting dominated by an FCS team, which makes no sense. I mean, if we're getting dominated, how do you only have 1 sack? Nunnally. I thought he had like 3. If we're getting dominated up front by an FCS team, I don't even want to see us later in the season when we're playing Michigan or Ohio State. Even Notre Dame, I don't even know what's going to happen. I feel like we're going to have like a split second to even throw the ball. We're not going to do anything offensively. It's really going to be up to our defense to try to shut those offenses down. And in the secondary, I just don't know if we have anything to put up with them. Well, Stevens moved up. We are 2nd. So he has a visit with week 4 for Indiana. So we're going to have to schedule a visit shortly with him. But as you can see, there's really no movement yet. We haven't lost anybody yet, which is really cool. So I thought we'd probably lose some guys. Now, Hakeem right there, he could be lost shortly. We'll see. But we're in some top 5s with Biggs. So we're still in the running for pretty much everybody at the moment. We'll see. Texas, no real change. Still number 1. Illinois did lose to Duke, so they drop out of the top 10. They go down to 18. It looks like SMU lost to Baylor, and Florida loses to South Florida. So they drop all the way down to 24. I could see early on, yeah, that was the best game for Ryan Brown. Obviously threw 2 picks in the first game against Ball State, but I really liked what I saw. Obviously, Maccabee's still a beast. It's just their offensive line. For some reason in that game, I don't know what it was. They couldn't block. And I really liked Malachi Thomas. I think he's been very, very solid. Tuggle had a very good game there. I'd like to get him more in the starting lineup. I think he looked very solid. It's just trying to find out that, rotation of receivers, who's going to really step up, maybe tight ends as well. Christian Moore's been solid as well. Just trying to find those guys that are really going to make plays for you. And I feel like our defensive line is very good enough, but how does the secondary hold up? How do our linebackers hold up? How does this defense perform overall? We'll see. We haven't seen a lot of great talent yet, and we're going to see it here in the next few weeks as we will take on USC next, now ranked 22 in the country. But that will do it for this one. Like I said, playing that game, it was just total frustration. I just couldn't believe what was happening. But hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. My expectations coming into these next few weeks are very low, so the frustration level might be a little less. But thank you once again for all the support. You guys are fantastic. Just keep hitting that like button. Comment down below what you think about anything right now. Recruiting, it doesn't matter. Just let me know down below. Take a look at it. You guys are fantastic. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.